Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 and my cameraman John Toe and the Invisible Woman, and we're coming to you with round number 5 in the Great Canned Beef Stew Taste-Off. Now you may remember in round 4 I had pulled the BiLo store brand out of the competition because since they bought Winn-Dixie, they were no longer carrying it in the stores. Well, since then they have started carrying their new store brand, the SE Grocers brand. So I've added that back into the competition. We're at the point now in the preliminaries where it's all store brand versus store brand, so this should be interesting. We're going to have John pick one, and I'll have the Invisible Woman pick one for today. So, John, go ahead.
I'm going to go with the BiLo.
The BiLo, you know, the SE Grocers.
Yeah, that one there.
Okay, the SE Grocers. Invisible Woman?
The Food Lion one.
The Food Lion one. That's which one?
That one.
This one. Oh, okay. They look kind of similar. So, these are our two competitors for round 5. Just to let you know, the Food Line 20 ounce is obviously from Food Line, and it was $2.09. The SE Grocers 20 ounce from BiLo, $2.39. So they're pretty close. Well, you know how this works by now. We're gonna head into the Spec Ops kitchen and we'll get these out of the can, show you what they look like in the can. We'll get them heated up, and then when we're ready to taste, we'll be right back. Okay, we're in the Spec Ops kitchen, and I'm gonna put them in pots, but I'll show you what they look like in the can. Here's the new BiLo brand, the SE Grocers. Here's what it looks like in the can. Doesn't look too bad so far. Here is the Food Line brand. Okay, put that in here. They both look fairly decent. Alright, well, we're going to get this heated up and ready to taste, and as soon as it's ready, we'll be right back. Alright, it's heated up, it's ready for us to taste, so that's what we're going to do. I think we'll start with the Food Line. I'll say both of these seem to have pretty big chunks. And here's what the Food Line store brand looks like. Okay. That's yours, John. Come on over. And let me get some for the Invisible Woman. There you go. And some for me. See if we can smell anything in this.
Smells like beef stew without seasoning to me.
Yeah, it's a very bland, beefy smell.
I
It's a
got a
beefy
beefy
smell, but like she said, I don't really smell any seasonings in it. Hopefully we'll taste some. The chunks are, like I said, are pretty good size.
Yeah, they are large size chunks.
Well, there is some salt that could use more.
Mm-hmm.
It just has this kind of taste to it that season it to your own personal taste type thing.
Yeah, it does have a little bit of saltiness to it, but it's not too much. The gravy is beefy.
Thick enough, not runny.
Yeah, it's not runny.
Potatoes.
It's not overly thick, but it's not runny.
Potatoes are done. Everything's
Everything's
nice.
done. The meat is pretty tender. But it's like most of these canned beef stews. The meat is not like chunks cut off of a roast and done up. You know, it's ground and kind of pressed together in little chunks. But some of the chunks are pretty impressive, you know, in their size. I'll be able to get
You
there.
have to hold it up. Right there.
Yeah, there we go. They're not all that big, but there's enough of them that are.
It's like eating a sirloin burger.
Exactly. That's more like it. Yeah.
Except for the lack of seasoning, it tastes okay.
This is very good.
Not bad. I kind of like the fact that it's not overly seasoned. You don't taste a whole bunch of different things. It just tastes like beef, for the most part.
To me, I like it just like it is.
So,
I don't need the salt.
all right, now let's see about the next one.
Maybe get a little refreshment.
Yeah. All right. Now we got the new BiLo brand, SE Grocers. Now I don't know if this is the same beef stew just in a different label, or you know, is there other store brand or not, or if it's a totally different thing. Now meat in there. Alright, here's what the SE Grocers BiLo store brand looks like. Come on over, John.
All right, be right there.
This is a woman. There you go. And some for me. Alright, see if we can smell anything in this one. No, smells about like the other one did. You smell anything?
I don't smell a thing.
It smells less beefier.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does have less of an odor than the other one does, but may not have anything to do with taste. Let's try it out.
Has less salt than the other one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it does have some saltiness.
Mm-hmm.
I can taste.
Doesn't taste like the other one as a sirloin burger type. It's a little on the bland side.
I don't know. It's
Close?
to me it's close. It's a little bit less because it's got a little less saltiness to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a little less of the intense beef flavor, but you know, it has seems to have a decent plain beef stew flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And it, once again, this one's got some pretty big chunks. This was the biggest chunk that I saw.
Hold it up. Up. There you go.
Here we go. Yeah. Okay. So they're both are pretty chunky. I think the gravy on this one is just a little bit thicker than the other one.
Yeah.
But,
It's got plenty of carrots.
yeah. What do you think? I mean, what is your taste? What did you taste?
It does taste blander than the Food Lion, and less beefier, even though the chunks and all that seem to be kind of on par with the Food Lion.
Maybe a little less bland, but not bland.
Right.
It does have a decent flavor. It's just more subtle, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to
About,
say?
about the same here. It's got a little less salt. It's still a good beef stew.
I think the chunks in this are bigger.
It seemed to be.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
All right. I guess it's time for the voting. So I think you and I will cast the first two votes, and I'll let the Invisible Woman be the tiebreaker. So which one are you going with?
I'm gonna pick this one here.
You're gonna pick that one.
SE Grocers.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised. I thought you were gonna pick the first one.
Was that the first one we tried?
This is the first one, the Food Line.
Okay, I'm going with Food Lion.
Ah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's the one we would just eat.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. Based on the taste, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Food Line also, but it is close.
Yeah.
And I do. It does the SE Grocers has the edge in chunkiness, but this does have the edge in flavor. Invisible Woman.
I have to agree with the Spec Ops that the chunks in the Southeast Grocer one was bigger, but the beef stew got it as far as flavor goes. So I'll go with the Food Lion.
So we're
Okay.
unanimous.
We're unanimous. The Food Line brand is the winner of round 5. And it's actually about 30 cents cheaper than what the SE Grocers was. So that's a bonus there. I will say though, you wouldn't go wrong with either one of them. So it's just a matter of personal taste. Alright, well that does take care of round 5. Unless I run across some more brands that I haven't run across yet, round 6, the next round, will be the final round in the preliminaries. So until then, this is Spec Ops 56. You know that guy, the guy behind the camera, the old geezer, Jonto, and while you can't see her, you do know the world famous Invisible Woman. Saying so long until the next one.